Good day, everyone. Let's start today with a question that might make you pause. Are your daily actions aligned with the life you say you want? We all have dreams. We all have goals. We say we want success, better health, deeper relationships, more peace, financial freedom. But let's be honest. What we do is the real evidence of what we truly value. You might say, I want to be fit. But if your actions show late nights, fast food, and skipping workouts, that speaks louder than your words. You might say, I want to write a book. But if weeks go by without writing a single page, what does that really say? Intentions. Feel good, but actions. Create results. It's easy to talk about what you want. It even feels good to plan for it, think about it, or daydream about it. But none of that builds a business, changes your habits, writes the book, or transforms your life. Intentions create direction. Actions create evidence. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not filled with ideas. It's filled with consistent, small, daily action. Why we struggle to align our actions. Most people aren't lazy or unmotivated. They're just distracted by short-term pleasures. Tired of failing in the past. Afraid of not being perfect. Addicted to thinking instead of doing. And that's okay. We're human. But the breakthrough comes when we stop judging ourselves for the past and start owning the next decision. The mirror test. Want to know what you really want in life? Look at your calendar. Look at your bank account. Look at your daily habits. They reveal the truth. Because what we make time for, what we invest in, what we do repeatedly, those things show our real priorities, no matter what we say. And the good news? You can change that, starting today. Quick challenge. Grab a notebook and answer this honestly. What is something I say I want right now? What actions in the last 7 days have supported that? What actions have contradicted that? This isn't to make you feel bad. It's to wake you up. Because awareness is the first step toward transformation. Excuses or effort? Which one are you practicing daily? Let's continue with something most of us do, but don't always notice. We defend our inaction with really good excuses. We don't say, I gave up. We say, I'm too busy. It's not the right time. I'm just waiting for the right idea. I'm tired today. I'll start tomorrow. And guess what? All of those excuses sound reasonable. But here's the truth. Excuses are comfort in disguise. Effort is what moves the needle. Why excuses feel safer? Excuses protect us. They give us a way to avoid the fear of failing, the pain of starting over, the discomfort of change, the pressure of commitment. But they also rob us. They steal time, they delay growth, they create regret, and worst of all, they become habits, automatic responses that sound smart but build nothing. The cost of good excuses. You can have excuses or you can have progress, but you rarely get both. Think about it. I'm too tired becomes a habit. I'll start next week becomes a pattern. I'm not ready becomes your identity. And over time, all those good reasons pile up into a life of missed opportunities. What I had to learn. I had to stop trying to win the argument of why I couldn't and start proving with action why I could. No more negotiating with fear. No more explaining inaction. Just one question every day. Am I putting in excuses or effort? Because effort, even small effort, builds self-trust. And self-trust builds unstoppable momentum. Break the excuse habit. Start here. Write your top 3 excuses. Be honest. What do you say most often to delay action? Create a one-step response match each excuse with one tiny action. Example. Excuse. I'm too tired. Response. I'll just do 5 minutes instead of skipping completely. Track Excuse-free days. Make a game out of it. How many days can you go taking action anyway? Speak effort into your language. Replace "I can't" with "How can I?" Replace "maybe later" with "I'll do this now for 10 minutes." Quick challenge. Today, catch yourself once when you're about to make an excuse. Pause. Replace it with one action, however small. Then congratulate yourself. You just took control back. Consistency is your loudest statement. We've all had moments where we felt super motivated. Maybe you read a quote, watched an inspiring video, or had a deep conversation and thought, "That's it. I'm changing everything starting now." And you did, for a day or two. Then life got busy, motivation faded, and old habits came back. Sound familiar? Let me tell you something simple, but life-changing. What you do once in a while shows interest. What you do every day shows commitment. Why consistency matters more than intensity. You don't have to run 10 miles every day to be healthy. You don't have to write a book in 1 week to be an author. You don't need 12 hours of hustle to build your dream. What you need is a few minutes of progress. Repeated every day, without needing motivation to push you, consistency beats intensity. Every time. The truth about motivation. Motivation is like a spark. It's exciting but temporary. It'll get you started, but it won't carry you through the difficult days. Discipline and consistency are like fuel. They're not as glamorous, but they get the job done, even when you're tired, distracted, or unmotivated. If your actions only show up when you're motivated, your results will be unpredictable. But if you build the habit of consistency, your results become inevitable. How I learned this the hard way. I used to go all in for 3 days, then nothing for the next week. Big energy, zero follow-through. Then I changed my mindset. I started asking, what small step can I take today no matter what? What's one thing I can keep doing even on my worst days? That mindset shift helped me build routines that actually stuck. I stopped relying on motivation and started relying on systems. How to build real consistency. Make it so small you can't fail. Want to write a book? Start with 1 paragraph a day. Want to get fit? Start with 10 push-ups. Start tiny and let the habit grow over time. Set a time and trigger. Example, right after brushing your teeth. Journal for 3 minutes. Pair your habit with something you already do. Track it. Visually. Use a habit tracker or calendar. Seeing your streak builds momentum. Focus on the process, not the results. Don't chase perfection. Just commit to showing up. Quick challenge. Pick one habit that matters to your dream. Now, commit to doing it for just 5 minutes a day for 7 days straight. No excuses. Track your streak. Feel the power of momentum. Your environment reflects and shapes your choices. You can have the strongest willpower, the clearest goals, the best plans in the world. But if your environment doesn't support those goals, you'll constantly feel like you're pushing uphill. Your surroundings speak to your habits, loudly and constantly. And whether you realize it or not, your actions are always being influenced by what and who is around you. You don't rise above your environment, you grow within it. Take a look around you. Is your space messy or clear? Are you surrounded by people who inspire action or encourage excuses? Is your phone full of distractions or tools for growth? You don't just act based on motivation. You act based on what's easiest and most accessible. That's the power of environment. It doesn't just reflect your lifestyle, it reinforces it. Examples of how environment affects you. If junk food is visible, you're more likely to eat it, even when you're not hungry. If your workout clothes are ready the night before, you're more likely to exercise. If your to-do list is buried in a notebook, it's easy to ignore. But if it's on your wall, it stays in sight and in mind. If you're around complainers, you'll start complaining too. But if you're around doers, dreamers, and builders, you'll start doing more too. What I had to change. I realized I was trying to be productive in a space filled with distractions, trying to stay positive while surrounding myself with negativity online, trying to grow while letting my daily world stay small. So I made shifts, cleaned and simplified my workspace, started following people who inspired discipline, left WhatsApp groups that drained me, put my journal beside my bed so I'd use it every morning. Small changes, but they changed me. How to design a growth-friendly environment. Audit your space. What in your room, desk, phone, or daily routine is holding you back? Remove or rearrange it. Set visual triggers. Want to read more? Put your book on your pillow. Want to meditate? Keep your mat visible. Make success easy to start. Curate your circle. Choose to spend more time with people who take action, who speak with vision, who are consistent. You become like the people you're around most. Protect your input. Unfollow noise. Follow growth. What you see daily shapes what you believe is possible. Quick challenge. Today, choose one part of your physical or digital environment to upgrade. Clean a corner of your workspace. Set out your gym shoes. Remove 3 distractions from your phone. Unsubscribe from 1 negative influence. Make your environment match your goals. Progress tracking, turning effort into evidence. Here's a powerful truth. You're probably doing better than you think. But without tracking your progress, you'll never feel it. We live in a world where we chase big results and instant success. But real growth doesn't happen in big jumps. It happens in tiny daily actions that add up over time. And unless you're keeping track, you might miss how far you've come. Why you need to track progress, even small wins. Progress tracking isn't just about measuring results. It's about building self-awareness, noticing patterns, celebrating consistency, creating proof that your actions align with your goals. When you track what you do, your results stop being vague. You gain clarity and confidence. Without measurement, motivation fades. Think about it. If you work out for 3 weeks but don't see change, it's easy to give up. If you write 10 pages a week but never look back, it feels like nothing. But if you track those workouts or words written, you'd see proof that you're moving forward. And guess what? Progress fuels motivation. More than anything else, simple ways to track progress. You don't need fancy tools, just a way to see your own effort. Here are a few methods. Habit tracker. Mark an X for every day you complete a habit. Progress journal. Write 1 to 2 lines daily about what you did toward your goal. Calendar method. Visual streaks motivate you not to break the chain. Weekly reviews. Ask yourself, what did I do well this week? What's next? This isn't about perfection. It's about noticing your growth so you believe in it. What this did for me. When I first started tracking my habits, I realized 2 things. I was doing more than I gave myself credit for. The days I didn't track, I drifted. Seeing that small win each day, even a simple check mark, gave me a sense of progress. It reminded me, I'm still on the path. I'm still showing up. That's what keeps momentum alive. Quick challenge. Starting tomorrow, choose one goal and commit to tracking it for the next 7 days. Every day, write down or mark what you did, how long you did it, 1 word for how it felt. At the end of the week, look back. You'll see. Your actions do matter. Your progress is real. Final thought. You can't grow what you don't track. You can't improve what you don't notice. Tracking is how you prove to yourself that your actions are matching your dreams. It's how small steps become a visible journey. It's how quiet effort becomes undeniable momentum. And it's how you finally stop doubting and start believing. Yes, I'm actually doing it. Conclusion. At the end of the day, it's not your intentions, dreams, or even your words that shape your future. It's your actions. Repeated. Consistently. Boldly. Your actions reveal what you truly value. They show whether you're moving toward your dream or just talking about it. So start small. Start real. And most importantly, stay consistent. Because if you want change, you don't have to say much. Just let your habits speak for you. What you do daily is who you become. And that's what turns dreams into reality.